Y'all, a date from hell has gone viral all over TikTok, and it involves a man, a woman, 48 oysters, 2 lemon drops, a bunch of slurping noises, and somebody fleeing. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into this video, please like and subscribe. You know what to do. Now let's talk about the 48 oyster girl. And yes, I mean 48 oysters. And I'm not even gonna give you any sort of warning here. We're just gonna get straight into the video. I wanna know, what would you do in this situation?
Today, I linked with this nigga I met a few weeks ago out with my friends. This been texting me for weeks talking to himself. Why I didn't block him, I don't know. But today I was bored and I had time, so he texted me like, can we meet for drinks? And I'm like, yeah, meet me here. They got the best oysters in Atlanta, like hands down. So I'm like, yes, I can get some content. Come on. It's so good.
Now pause. I know y'all have not seen this woman's date yet, but he is sitting across the table from her. So not only are you at this restaurant ordering dozen oysters when he's just asked you out to drinks, but you are eating them whilst filming with the flash on. With the flash on. This is out of pocket. This is crazy.
Y'all, when the fourth one came out, he was looking at me crazy. I didn't give a f***. I'm like, baby, you invited me out. I'm gonna eat.
I think the whole world was looking at you crazy when you ordered the fourth one. Are you kidding me? This is like the least amount of self-awareness I have ever seen, ever. It almost feels like it's not real. Like, this is a setup because we're all getting punked right now. We're all getting punked, including this man. This man at the utmost degree. My goodness.
And I was coming anyway, but I ain't gonna lie. No, I wouldn't have did all that, but I did do all that. It was so good. I was not expecting it to be that good. It was just so good. Like, I had to. It was so good. So after that, I'm like, baby, what's next? What I'm about to eat? These potatoes, they were so good. And the crab cakes, everything was so good. 10, baby. Why the f*** this nigga say he going to the bathroom and never come back? The f***? I'm like, hold the f*** on. It's been like 10, 20, 30 minutes. What the f*** this at? Had to end up grabbing a tab. Left me with his little one f***ing drink. Yeah, I'm so glad keep me some money, because what? That was crazy to me.
What? That was crazy to you? You were the one who thought that was crazy? If I was that man, I don't think there was a soul in the world that saw this video and was like, that man is in the wrong for leaving you on that day. I don't think there was whatsoever. And we're gonna get into comments and people's reactions in just a moment. But first, let's read the text messages between these two individuals. She says, running out on a tab is crazy. He said, I offered to take you out for drinks and you ordered all that food. I can cash up the total for the drinks. Now, mind you, this man had one drink, so he's even offering that I will pay for the drinks, meaning her lemon drops and the drink that he had on that supposed date. This man is too nice. Too nice. Even waiting that long to run out of that restaurant was too nice. Now, maybe he should have gotten up and said,
you know what? This is not what I agreed to. I don't think we're compatible. I'm just gonna go ahead and like pack it up and head home.
And by pack it up, it means finish his one drink, not 48 oysters that he ordered on a date. When the internet called this a date from hell, they were correct. This is a date from hell. And in this time of massive division all over the world right now, I have never seen so many people unanimously say that this girl was in the wrong. We'll read a few comments. First one says, I'm happy he left because sitting across from you probably was an awful sight. The next person says, imagine listening to somebody slurp 48 oysters. Oh, God. So gross. Nick says, I don't know what's worse, the 48 oysters as an appetizer or the insane slurping and smacking. And that got 130,000 likes. So let's get this straight. Not only did you agree to drinks, order 48 oysters as an appetizer, then get more food, but you slurped all of that right in front of his face with your phone out, with the flash on, filming yourself, talking about how good it was, not having a conversation with your date. Oh my goodness. The unanimous repulsion to this video makes me feel like this woman is just a lone wolf when it comes to how she acts on dates, but if this is any sort of trend or pattern, I feel for anybody who has to put up with this. Clearly there's something in her that's motivated by social media content, and this video was so crazy that at first people thought this was an ad for the Oyster bar itself. However, two girls decided they were gonna head to the Oyster bar, see if they could eat 48 oysters there, and decided to ask the staff, was this an ad? Is this girl for real? The staff said this is by no means an advertisement for the restaurant, and in fact, this woman comes there every single Tuesday. And if we rewind it back in the video, she says, I was gonna be here anyways when referring to her date. Now, like I said, this video went insane on the internet and so many people had to share their opinion, both men and women. Let's start off with a man who decided to respond to this.
Now, in the beginning of the video, you said this man been texting you for weeks and you wasn't texting back, but you were bored today. Obviously, you wanted a free meal. I'm just happy all these free meal warriors are starting to come out so women can see that we're not lying when we say some women will go out on a date with you just to get a free meal. If you paid attention to the video, at the end of the video, his glass was still full. This man didn't even drink his drink. That's how scared he was. And I don't blame him. If you watching somebody sit across from you and slurp down 48 oysters, I would be scared too.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, his guard was up. You don't want to be intoxicated around a person like that. You don't know what's gonna happen to you at the end of the night. But clearly, he makes a very good point. This woman wanted a free meal. The fact that she would text him and say that he ran out on the tab when she literally created the entire tab is crazy. Now, normally with some of these date videos, you see a split. The men are angry or saying this is crazy, and then the women come to the defense, or the women say this man is crazy, and the men come to his defense. But no, not this one. Most women, when they see this 48 oyster video, find it totally understandable that that man said, I'm going to the bathroom, and he dipped out. So much so that for this young lady, it had her questioning her whole worldview. Let's watch the video. Now this says my reaction to men agreeing with me about the 48 oysters girl, because that means maybe my take was wrong. So this girl must be so uber feminist that when she finds that men are agreeing with her on a take, she's thinking I must be wrong because there's no possible way that men could be right. Also, there's no possible way I could be agreeing with them. But no, this date was crazy enough to find congruence among all. We are the world, we are the children. And of course, with all internet virality, humans must ask ourselves, can we make this into a trend? And now you have the 48 oyster trend, where women are attempting to eat 48 oysters in one sitting. This says, can I eat 48 oysters like that date girl? And there she's going for it. Slamming them down. She's got some sushi because you know you can't just have 48 oysters, you have to have more food. That's 1 dozen down. Goodness gracious. She got to about 23, which I feel like is reasonable, is normal. 48 should just never be the thing that happens, especially for a lady on a date. Now, I will never be attempting this trend. Oysters have never been for me, and especially not to the tune of 4 dozen. But I am curious to see who on this green earth is capable of eating all that in one sitting. But even more than that, I'm curious to see how you would react on a date like this, both men and women. Would you be sitting through this? Would you too play the bathroom trick and leave the restaurant? Would you be straightforward with the girl and say, I'm sorry, I did not agree to this, I'm not sitting through this? Let me know in the comments down below. I'm sure you're just as astounded as everybody else who saw this video. And if I had to suffer through the slurping and moaning while eating 48 oysters, I had to make you suffer through it with me, because that is life. Now, if you like this video, which with the content of it, I'm not sure if that's possible, please like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I drop a video for you guys, which is every single day, and I will see you next time.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.